Hi travelers, Tara here, Hidden Lotus Tarot, and I'm coming to you today with the general reading for the sign of Aries for July 2016. First, I'd like to really want to thank you guys for having patience with me. I know the videos are late, but as you know, I took like a week off to do some other things. So I'm also running specials for the month of July. The specials were originally supposed to be from July 6th until the 13th, but since I'm so late with the video, I'm going to extend that out. They're still running. They'll be running until the 20th. So if you want to get a reading, it's $20 off the regular phone readings. If you want to, a lot of you are still emailing me, asking me, well, how do I get in touch with you? My web address is in the description box below the video. It's in the About section of the channel. It's in the channel art. And then right up in the little right-hand corner, you'll see a little eye. Those are called cards. If you click on that, that'll take you directly over to my website, okay? I do like to ask, if you're going to book a reading with me, to please don't tell me what another reader told you. I have to work from a blank slate. My intuition works best that way, so I don't want to know anything else that someone has said. That's not to say that what the other reader has told you may not have any truth to it. I just don't like to have any other influences when I lay the cards. The second thing I'd like to tell you, those people out there who have purchased Akashic Records readings from me, and I've done them, I want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to do that work for you. There is absolutely nothing better than hearing the client go, oh my God, you know, how did you know that? And then I can hear those puzzle pieces click into place for you when you realize what it is that you should be doing. So this is great. I really want to thank you again for trusting me with that information and doing the work for you. I'm very humbled by it. High regard for the Akashic Records. My friend Sally Kirkman is no longer doing the pay what you want one question astrological reading. That has ended for the year. However, if you go back to some videos a couple of weeks ago near the end of June, I do have a link to her site, so maybe you want to follow or bookmark it. You can keep up with it. She does it every year, and maybe you can get in on the next one. Now, planetary influences, we are still under Pluto retrograde, Neptune retrograde, and then Uranus is going to go retrograde on the 30th. And Uranus brings a lot of surprises. And he is sort of like Pluto when he goes retrograde in that he gets stronger. Now, to top it all off, around the 17th of this month, July, in another week or so, Mercury is going to go into its shadow phase before it goes retrograde. And it goes retrograde, I think, August 9th or 10th. I think it's going to be in retrograde 3 weeks. And then once it turns direct again, there's going to be another 2-week shadow phase. So Mercury is the trickster. You know, emails and text messages can disappear, or you're waiting to hear back from somebody and you don't. Your appliances start acting all funny, computers, cell phones, things of that nature. As with any retrograde, no matter what planet, that is a time to revise, rework, redo. Anything that you can put the word re, the prefix re in front of is what you want to be doing. So this is, again, for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The messages will not resonate with everyone, in which case, please check back for your Moon and Rising sign. Please, please do not come underneath the video and ask me how this is going to end for you. There are millions of Aries in the world. This is general. Personal readings are best. You book a personal reading. I tune into your personal energies around your personal situations, and then I can give you some answers. For some people, this reading may resonate completely. For those of you, maybe some of it does and the rest doesn't. Take, please, what you can use. Disregard what you cannot. Okay? I've already did some shuffling. I took a little break. I think I've got 2 more of these left to do, which will be the Taurus and Gemini, and then I'm done for the monthlies. I will probably be coming back and doing something. The full moon is coming up around the 19th or the 20th here. And then again, of course, Uranus goes retrograde. So I'm going to go ahead and divide this deck up. 9 cards down. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, July 2016. You know, there's a strange theme going on in the cards, and it's really been for all 12 signs. Seven of Cups underneath the deck. I have the Two of Cups right in the center. This is our focus, and it touches every single card in the spread. I'm dealing with the past, present, future, past, present, and future. The Two of Cups is not a choice. It is not that of the lovers. What it represents is really two things coming together, or two people coming together to create a third thing. It is two people that are equal in every sense of the word, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And when they come together, their energies combined as such to create something that is really spectacular. That is why you have the caduceus there in the center. As you can see, they're standing face to face, offering each other a cup. That's our focus. Now, what I see here is that for some of you Arians, there's been a little bit of heartbreak and, you know, some disappointment, some luck. Maybe some of you have gone through a breakup. And maybe you're having some other things come in, as if, you know, there's other things coming in on your plate. Maybe something has come in that is going to offer you, in a sense, that kind of makes you feel good, but you're not quite ready to take it, or you're not quite sure if you should take it, put it that way. And then I have this Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is a card about, you know, making decisions and contemplating what direction you want to go in. But this card can also be very, very antagonistic, and it also represents Mars and Aries. Okay, that's the timing for this card. So what I'm, you know, I would think that maybe perhaps this could go all the way back to October of last year. You may be in this situation, or it could be something rather, quote unquote, fairly recent, like March, where you are kind of sitting on the fence and not really making any decisions. But I have these 2 4s here, and the 2 4s, let me tell you what the 2 4s mean. I'm starting to, I've been doing so much work that I can't think off the top of my head. Just got the greatest text message. Okay, hold on. 2 4s and a tarot reading. So let's see what the 2 4s are saying here. I'm going to give you 2 interpretations. I always do. Oh yeah, the 2 4s. Now, where is it? Here it is. I can't see. It speaks to harmonious changes and communication, and also the need to make a choice. The 2 4s. Okay. Now let me go to the other interpretation here and give it to you. And I would say that harmonious communication is true, because we do have the 2 of Swords that sits in the center. So maybe this is a relationship where the 2 of you really had some good communications, but something has happened to kind of throw everything off. So now I don't know why my thing want to stick right when I'm trying to tell y'all something or show y'all something. 1 second. Here we go. Now, 2 4s and a spread tells of a safe and a secure period. So in a sense, that's kind of what I'm seeing here, is that maybe you're hanging on to, you know, whatever gains you have, if this has been a financial issue for you in terms of this breakup or whatever this is. But also it could be basically that you are not as forthcoming. You don't want to share whatever it is that you have right now. because I do see that some of you have gotten either some news or an offer. And what's interesting is that I have this offer here backed up by this Four of Cups, not accepting that offer, whatever it is, because I have this Two of Cups in the center. And it's like it's saying that the Two of Cups is, this was a victory. In other words, the relationship really was something very good and very positive. But yet, I'm looking at this Two of Wands, and then here's this Eight of Cups. And this is the present right here. So this is either there's some issue with sharing in whatever manner that means. Because the Four of Pentacles can just be hanging on to the gains that you have and not making any fast moves. It speaks to a stability. But at the same time, it can be someone, it can represent, it's the card of the miser. So this is someone who not only won't share their money, they won't share their emotions, their thoughts, they don't talk. And maybe that why this is why we have this Eight of Cups here, because someone is not being fulfilled. Maybe neither party in the situation are really being fulfilled in the manner in which they should be. And perhaps this is why we have this Three of Swords and this card of just holding. There's really not a lot going on. There's no movement really in this spread. Now, what I do see is that perhaps someone is walking away. They made the decision to walk away, but they're really not gone all the way, because this, again, is antagonistic. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. And so there's some work that's being done, okay? Now, this could literally be someone using the excuse of work why they can't communicate or share, or maybe it is someone who is using the excuse of work in the sense that I'm just going to throw myself into my work and I won't have to deal with it. Okay, this person is literally making money, and so maybe this is also one of the reasons why the relationship, there's some disappointment, because someone's focusing a lot of energy doing this and not paying attention to the relationship. Granted, we have a lot of different hats that we have to wear in life. But at the same time, you know, sometimes you have to forsake one thing to concentrate on another. There's not enough energy really to go around. But nevertheless, you know, well, things suffer when that happens. So here in the future, though, I see another offer. Again, another offer. It could be the same offer. I don't see this as a return of the same person or situation. But then again, it very well could be. But I have this page here, so this is going to be news coming in. And at first appearances, it's going to be something that you're gonna celebrate like it's a victory. But know that there's more work to be done, okay, in whatever manner that means. I also have two eights here, and two eights in a spread speak to news that is going to affect the relationship. So in other words, you're going, you know, pages bring news. So there's going to be some news that's coming in that's going to affect the situation, okay? This could either be, you know, centered around your job or your activity, whatever it is you do, or it could literally be news coming from the other party. But it's going to affect the relationship in some way, shape, or form. I also have two twos, okay? And the two eights, the second meaning of the two eights is that it speaks to hassles and delays and obstacles. All right. Let me check out what the two twos mean. Don't do it, Lulu. Hang on one second. I don't know why I don't have my tablet on. It's much easier for me. Now, wait a minute. I gave you the first wrong interpretation. So let me start over. Two twos speak to harmonious changes and communication and the need to make a choice. That's what the two twos represent. Now, let me go back and give you the two fours, because I have two fours. So that's 2, 4, and 8. It kind of doubles up on itself. Now, the two fours speak to house repairs or looking to move. Okay? Now let me go back the other way, because the second interpretation, the one I gave you of the 2 4s, I'm just going to read it all over again. So bear with me. Uh-oh. Bear with me, please. And then I'm going to give you, again, 2 2s, 2 4s, and 2 8s, the other interpretation, okay? Now, 2 2s in a spread, the other interpretation, tells of a commitment or an engagement, okay? Let me give you the 2 4s again. Doesn't matter which 4, I just need to see which 4s it is. This stinking site is so slow. So there's triple, quadruple meanings here. 2 4s also mean, oh, come on. A safe and secure period. And then we know that the 2 8s speak to receiving news that it's going to affect the relationship. So it ends with a 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups is really not knowing what to do. Having so many perhaps things on your plate that you don't know what to do. Having so many choices that you don't know what to do. Having so many decisions, you don't know which decision is the right decision. But it can also speak to illusions and self-deception. That's why the guy is in black, that he's literally in a dream state. And this is someone who has these visions of all of these things, but he's fantasizing about it. None of it is real. Okay? I think this is a very, very strange spread. And I can say from the number of cups that have shown up, this definitely does speak to perhaps a romantic relationship. So what I would like to do is I want to look at this 3 of Swords. No, actually, I'm going to look at the 8 of Cups and see what this time out can be. This is someone who's walking away because they're not satisfied with the situation and they're searching for a deeper meaning. Okay? I want to look at that 2 of Wands as well. That 2 of Wands is kind of, we'll just see what that has to say. Let's start with the 8 of Cups and see what this is about. This is a lovely, lovely card in the center. It's just these 4s. I don't know. Eight of Cups. Now it says news, so we have a full moon coming up. I'm going to take a chance to say that between the next 2 weeks, the moon's going to be coming up on the 20th. And we're going to run it all the way into August, the end of August. That's our exit card. And what I have is the La Nemica, the Fedeltà, and the Allegrezza al Cuore. Now, these are 3 bizarre cards on this 8 of Cups. And I'm going to give you 2 interpretations of this. This could literally be, if you are a female in this situation, you are your own worst enemy. And this represents someone that you know and that you trust. And we're looking at a happiness of the heart. This does not jive with what this is saying. But that's the interpretation. And I can't string them together because it really makes no sense on this. So the second one could be that someone has walked away because someone has remained loyal perhaps to a Lanamika, and maybe now the Lanamika is happy. Okay, that really kind of doesn't make sense to me, and the cards really aren't explaining themselves very well. So let's go. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Now go sit down. She got a foot hung in her ear. Let's look at what this Two of Wands is about. It's like I said, it's very antagonistic. The messaggere, news coming in, a letter, a message. Prigione, someone who is unable to move. Sospiri, the longing, the sign, the waiting. This is someone waiting to hear news from someone, and the situation around them or it is stuck. I don't know what this Lanamika is talking about. Now, I have two women. Amore, conversation, and the Donna Maritata. Now, I have the two twos here. If it were three twos, I could say maybe there's a third person. I only have 1 3. But yet and still, I cannot ignore the fact that the Lanamika has come out. I cannot. So if you're not your own worst enemy, then this is somebody else in the picture who may have caused a split or something. But there's some confusion going around really what is the whole thing about. The relationship, is this really love that you have? There are conversations that need to be had. And maybe the male in this situation is confused as to which person he wants to be with. I don't like giving news like this, but I'm going to tell you, this is the theme that has kind of been going on in almost every single spread that I've done for the month of July. I can't tell you what's up. I don't know. That's what I have for you, Aries. I hope that message helped. And until next time, namaste.